13 of the National Football League. And we'll get to see Derek Stingley.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
This one fielded at the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Allen going to look to throw on the first play.
He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Texans scoop it. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard.
Throwing. Love. And he rifles one incomplete.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big time.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Jordan Love scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out.
And the Texans take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
This one fielded at the 5.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive.
And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week. And in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Allen.
That's caught by Gabriel Davis. He's going to have the first down and then some. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they took field position there? A nice attacking drive. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Singletary again. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he'll just get rid of it.
Tight defense there on 3rd down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution because he realized he's in field goal range. No sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Here we go, back. Ball red. Green back.
Play fake. Here's Love. Rolling, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be corralled well upfield, right around the 40-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Love. This one complete to Mecole Hardman.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Love now to pass on first down, and that is incomplete.
The Texans had 7-4 on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Open man is Duvernay.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. Now Love. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
17.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Love looking to throw it. The quick slant caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans.
Joe Mixon, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year.
And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
To throw again on second down. Allen. He will find Davis. That's complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
Brought down on the play by the linebacker, Christian Harris. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And now they'll throw with Allen. Completes it to Davis.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
Now Allen. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the 1st down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Allen now on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Miles.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so they're going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Allen. The left side caught by Diggs. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. To throw, it's Allen. This is caught. Touchdown! Nick Boyle, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Bills are back within a score.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. This one fielded at the 5.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. To pass, here's Jordan Love. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And sneak attack. They're going to run for him. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, they look like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Allen to throw it. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing now is Allen. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a 1st down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They go right back to Singletary. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. A give up the middle to Singletary. Rashawn Gary, the man to bring him down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Second and 9. To the air, Allen. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have moved out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 17-14. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's finished off by the touchdown by Stephon Diggs. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 of the 24. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will do.
And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Texans send the punter out. On presumably to punt, though he did complete a pass earlier. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. On the return, Harris. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Looking to throw again on second down. Allen buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They'll run a draw now with Singletary. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Bills will extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Ready.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. Final play of the half. Love. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've reached halftime, past the halfway point of the season, and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Takes it at the 7th. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. And Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On third down, Love. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
To throw again on second down, Allen.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Christian Harris. And the Texans are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are, but what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Ready. 22 meters. Ready.
Here's Love. Gets this one to Juszczyk. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 37. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 37-yard line.
The Love's throw here taken in by Gesicki. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll roll him out right. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Love. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
Gregory Rousseau able to bring him down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Mixon. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
A solid gainer will put them on the doorstep of the end zone. More importantly, it gives them a fresh set of downs. Nice work right there.
And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Jordan Love
with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Texans have cut it back within a score.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. Here's Allen. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Miles. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second in a couple. Singletary, they'll go up the middle, and he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time.
Back now in Houston. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Singletary trying the left side, and he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. From the gun, it's Allen. Flushed out right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Back to Mixon on first down. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now. Here's first and 10. Mixing up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Once again, they run with Mixon. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing. Love. Hard throw. Incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter.
So we stop for no gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs.
Finding room at midfield. He's still on his feet. Stephon Diggs.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Houston's offense taking over again. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
On 1st and 10, Love. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cole. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
Here we go.
A good gain on 1st. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Love looking to throw it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the up.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure.
Now the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
Love back to it here after the pick 6. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
On the ball. On the ball.
Off the play fake, Love.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
Hurry, hurry.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Love now to pass on first down.
Right back to Duvernay. That's complete.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end.
And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. Again, it's Love. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Desperation time here. Love on fourth down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. On the give, this is Singletary. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On third down, they go with Singletary. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. The Bills send the punter out. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. So now the Texans down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. Now their 4-game winning streak in great danger.
Complete to Cole.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him 30 yards there. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
To the air again, Love. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. First down now, but the clock continues to move. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Jair Elam makes a pick. And the Bilsians are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.